What's up, everybody? Horseplay here. It's been, I don't know how long since I've had content on the page. I've been stuck in bed, bad back. I'm awaiting surgery, but that's why there hasn't been content. Figure I'd do this video today. I've been wanting to do it for a while, but I can sit in a car and do it, and no strain on my back. Being that this is our only vehicle at the moment, and I have two kids. I got a 9-year-old and a 2-year-old, and then my wife. Car don't really stay that clean. Interior could use some work, but the one thing that bugs the daylight out of me is the steering wheel. And for some reason, it's crazy. Now, if you can look, and if you see right here, it's falling apart. It looks like I don't know. It looks like something's eat on it, or it's just old and falling apart. That's the only thing I can explain. Is it's 20-something years old, and this car's a 97, so you know it's had a lot of oil and hands and stuff up there, and you know, overall the rest of the steering wheel is pretty good. So I got online. I was going to do the cheap thing, and I asked if anybody had a steering wheel cover that was good. You know, the ones I found online, they were really big, or at Advance they was really big, and it felt like I was, you know, holding a big pipe versus a steering wheel. The ones that fit tightly are the ones you have to like weave on there yourself. I'm not a really big fan of those. But somebody sent me a link to a Chris Fix video, and if you don't follow Chris Fix or watch his videos, be sure to do that. He's got some awesome content. It's always changing. He's got a Mustang, but he does other things too, and it's awesome stuff. But in the video, Chris Fix recovers his steering wheel. Now, I didn't plan going that far, but what I can tell you is in the 450 mark, he does something that I'm going to attempt to do today and share my results with y'all. And basically, if you look right here, this is stitched on. It came that way from the factory, all the way around. In about 450 of the video, he takes and he cuts this off right here. And underneath was a perfect steering wheel. He just had to remove the leftover leather and I guess some kind of glue and stuff, which I got some. I'm just going to use like a eraser and a microfiber and some Resolve. It's about all I had laying around. I didn't want to try anything too crazy. I had some Windex, but it had ammonia in it, so I didn't know how that would be. But what I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to give this following a break. I'm going to start taking this off and update y'all in a second. I just started this, and it's actually tougher than it looks. For 21-year-old thread, it's still on there pretty good, but if you see this, I'm going to pull this back though, there's a nice steering wheel underneath it, right there. The only thing is, you know, right here where it's glued, I have to get that glue off, and this texture won't match up, but at this point, I don't really care, because this texture didn't match up. You know, this was smooth, that was a different texture, so I'm not really not worried about that. I just can't stand this feeling right here on my hands anymore. It feels like I'm grabbing a Brillo pad or something. So give me a few minutes and I'll be back and show you some more. Alright, so I'm about the halfway point. This is what I'm talking about that you got to get off. It's some of the residue and stuff that's still left on there. But you can see right through here already, there's just a nice steering wheel there. Like I said, I'm about halfway through. Getting a fresh razor blade helps tremendously cutting through that. It'd also help if you took the steering wheel off. I'm just not going through all that right now, just for, you know, sake of my back and everything. But I'm gonna finish this rest of the way, scrape this up and clean it up, and show you all the finished result in a few seconds. You can see with the cover off, it was pretty bad. It's just falling apart. Here's the steering wheel with it off, and this is again what I was talking about it stuff being left on there, and it comes off pretty easy. You just got to get some elbow grease in there. But I'm gonna do that in a few minutes. Looks like it's gonna clean up pretty good. So give me a few minutes and I'll be back to let y'all see the finished product. A little bit closer. There's still some of the aggravating stuff that don't want to come off, but it's getting there. Just got to be persistent. The back of the steering wheel is the main part because I can't really climb over the dash and see. But I'm slowly but surely, but you can already tell the difference. It's perfect steering wheel underneath. All right, people. There it is. Looks like a brand new wheel all the way around. Finally found some Windex without ammonia. I just used Windex. I used Brillo pad. I used a razor and started on the threads and went around. Microfiber to go behind and clean it up. I love the way it looks. I love that it's not all tattered up everywhere. It's smooth. I would definitely recommend this to anybody who just wants a quick fix. LMR sells steering wheels and all that stuff, but if you don't have the money, it don't do you much good. So thanks for watching. If you liked it, hit that like button, subscribe. I'll give a link to the Chris Fix video if you want to go a step further and recover it again. Again, thank you for watching. It's Horseplay.